So it's day 5. I thought I'd do a little video about meal preparation. One of the biggest things when it comes to any training routine is the nutrition. Whether you're trying to lose fat or gain muscle, you're going to be preparing a lot of food and it can become monotonous. So one of the best things you can do to deal with this is to prepare meals in bulk. And I thought I'd show you one of my absolute favourites, mincemeat in tomato sauce. I'm not going to say bolognese because my Italian friends will go crazy with me. But basically I just get some mincemeat, chop up a load of veg, get a jar of bolognese sauce, and you're good to go. It's quick, it's easy, it's a great way to get loads of veg, especially if you're like me and you don't really like vegetables. This thing has about 300 grams of protein in it, so it's anywhere between 6 to 10 meals depending. It really is a staple in my diet. So we start by just chopping up some veg. I got some onions, some peppers, some mushrooms, some garlic. Get all these chopped up and then we'll start cooking. You know, it really kills me when people say they can't cook because it really is simple. This is by no means technical cooking. It's simple but effective. But all you have to do is just learn a few basic things and you can have good, nutritious food available around the clock. So we start by putting a little bit of olive oil in the pan and then we chuck in our onions. We're going to let these brown for a couple of minutes and then I'll put my peppers in. I do the same thing then, a couple of minutes. Keep stirring around, make sure they don't burn. Then we're going to put in our mince. This time I just use beef. Sometimes I use beef and pork, sometimes I use beef and chicken, and turkey mince. Use whatever you like. So this is a kilo of minced beef. This would have anywhere between 200 and 300 grams of protein depending on fat content, quality, etc. I think this particular one has got about 250 grams in it. So once we've cooked the mince for 5 minutes or so, then I add the mushrooms, another couple of minutes, then add the tomato sauce, a tin of chopped tomatoes, give that a bit of a stir, add some veg, and then leave that to cook while we make a little stock and add some seasoning. So here I start with an OXO cube. I got some chili powder, some mixed herbs, some paprika, salt and black pepper. Really just use any seasoning you like. Some people are so dogmatic about seasoning you've got to use. You know, I've never been like that. Just use whatever you want. Whatever tastes good to you, you know, just have some fun. Cooking can be really enjoyable if you just let go and try things out. So we add some water, give it a bit of a stir, pour it in, give it a stir, and we'll let this cook for 5-10 minutes. Then we're going to add some spinach and some red kidney beans. I like to add these right at the end because they really don't need that much cooking. These particular kidney beans are in a chili sauce. I do like a nice kick in my food. So we'll give this another 5 minutes and we're pretty much done. So all we've got left to do now is to separate into our tubs. This time I decided to split it into 7. Each portion's probably got about 40 grams of protein. Then once it's cooled down, you can chuck a few in the freezer and you've always got healthy, nutritious food ready to go.